Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. In today's pick a card reading, I felt inspired by the upcoming Valentine's Day season to do a single as fuck reading because your girl is single AF right now. And so if you are single too, we're going to get some messages for you, possibly about incoming romance or potentials, maybe about what you're wanting or needing to focus on right now. I'm not sure. We're going to leave it open to spirit to deliver whatever you need to hear in regard to being single. So we've got 3 groups to choose from as usual. Group 1 is the envelope with the hearts coming out of it, so like some kind of a love message. Group number 2 is the heart with the band-aids on it. Aw. And then group number 3 is the bouquet of roses. So you can choose more than one group if you want to. If you feel called to all of them, that's fine too. Just take the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest, as these are general readings. And we'll see you in your readings. All right, hi group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the envelope with the hearts. So right off the bat, I'm kind of feeling like there's going to be some kind of an incoming message or communication. It may be around Valentine's Day or something like that. I'm getting February vibes for you just intuitively, but let's get some information. So we're going to find out what's going on for you. I actually do feel that card. 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you've been waiting on some kind of communication. Maybe that's the thing. Are you waiting on somebody to text you? Or maybe you're just kind of like waiting for love to enter in general. Maybe you've been waiting for a while. That's kind of the vibe I get. And you've got the 7 of Wands, but I'm noticing that you have 2 sevens. 7 could be significant. Repeating sequences of 7s could be indication that you're on the right track. I mean, I always see 7s as alignment and spiritual luck. You have the 5 of Swords as well, or Wands, sorry, 5 of Wands. Why did I say swords? Maybe there's some mental conflict that's leading to physical conflict or a sense of competition. I feel like you're defending your territory, but you're also waiting for something. So like maybe you're getting communications from people that you're not interested in and you're kind of like blocking those people out, saying no. I'm seeing a lot of DMs coming in. I don't even have Instagram anymore, but I remember when I did, it was like all these random DMs would come in from like weirdos, and maybe that's the kind of thing that's happening here. There's people that are vying for your attention, but they're not the people you want. So you're like, ugh, no, get away from me. But at the same time, you're waiting for communication or connection with someone who is of value. Yeah, I see a lot of offers coming into you. I see a lot of people reaching out and offering you things or communicating or trying to communicate with you. But you're like not having it. What is going on, group number 1? I feel like you're interested in love, but you're also disinterested with love. Does that make sense? It's like you're both at the same time. It's like you want love, but you also don't want love. And so there's this aspect of, okay, I'm waiting for it and I'm watching and I'm observing, but no, not this, no, not this, no, not this, no, not this. And it's like, okay, but you're kind of pushing it away almost. Not that you have to accept offers from people that don't vibe or that you don't resonate with or that you don't have an attraction to, but it's kind of like this energy that you're giving off of like pushing away. So I think there's something that needs to be reconciled within you around whether you actually want or are ready for romance in the first place. It's like getting fully on board with it. That's the message I'm getting. Yeah, Ace of Cups. It's like you've got to be fully on board with it. You've got to fully accept that this is what you want. And if you don't right now, that's okay. You don't have to, right? Like if you don't want to be in a relationship and you're happy being single, I think that that is okay. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have love in your life. I think that it's going to be there when you're ready. But maybe you're just not ready right now. And maybe that's why there's that resistance. Yeah, that could be it. You're definitely protecting yourself. And they showed me the image of the cover image for group 2, which was the heart with the band-aid on it. So I feel like this is kind of what is creating this block or this resistance, or you rejecting offers that are coming in, or even like potentials for offers. It's almost like you just give off this don't talk to me vibe. I don't think that's going to stop people from talking to you, but like maybe you have some RBH going on, or is that what it's called? RBF? Resting bitch face? I know, because I have that, and like when I'm out in public, sometimes that goes down, like my mask goes on and it looks very bitchy, but I'm actually like the most loving, caring, bubbly person. So as soon as someone talks to me and I'm like, I'm like all weird, they're taken aback. But maybe this is something that's happening for you. Group number 1 is that you're kind of just like guarding your heart. Really, I gotta be honest with you, that's what I feel. You're guarding your heart, and maybe for good reason, right? Like maybe you've been through the ringer. Maybe you've really struggled in the past with relationships. Maybe there was a lot of conflict and people offered you pittance, breadcrumbs and things like that. And you're like, okay, I'm not going to let that happen again. And yet there is something being offered to you here. Look, you've got this Ace of Cups and there's an ace, like one cup being offered to you out of the sky, but you're just like not paying attention to it. Maybe because you're waiting on something else. Maybe you're waiting for something that isn't going to come. Maybe something from the past. I did just get that message. Maybe you're blocking incoming offers from people or potentials that could be there because you have an attachment to somebody or someone from the past. Even if you're not interested in getting back with them, maybe it's just this energy of you haven't gotten closure. Oh, maybe that's it. Because I see you holding on. I see you holding on to something. Okay. Why are you holding on to this, group number 1? Maybe a little bit of indecision too. And that was what I was getting from the very beginning with the 7 of Pentacles. It just feels like maybe you're a bit undecided. Part of you wants relationship, part of you doesn't. And that's okay. It's just maybe you still need some time to figure out what it is that you really want right now. But I see options, okay? I see options on the horizon, but there's some pain that you need to recover from. There's some hurts from the past that left you laid out. Possibly people betrayed you. And maybe that's why you're on your guard and you're defensive and you've got your walls up. Because anytime that you let that guard down in the past, people came in and stabbed you in the back. And that's not okay. And you didn't deserve that. You do deserve love. And loyalty, I just heard. Yes, definitely, you deserve loyalty. Spirit is speaking loud and clear here to you, group number 1. So I think these old conflict patterns of the past need to be resolved. Yeah, the Hanged Man in reverse. There's definitely, you've kind of been in limbo. It's like you're in like relationship purgatory. Like you're not dead, but you're also not alive. You're in between, group number 1. And it's okay. It's not a permanent state of being. You're not going to be in stasis forever. This is an opportunity for you to be able to assess what it is that you want going forward, and maybe what you need to. I was going to say reconcile, but the word reveal wanted to force its way out of my mouth. And when I'm channeling in readings, that's always significant. So there's something that needs to be revealed from the past. And I think it's through that revelation that you'll be able to find closure and then have a greater sense of direction in what it is that you're looking for and when it is that you feel that you're ready for that. You'll be able to move towards it. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. Oh my God, exactly. This is the revelation card. This is having a realization, an epiphany, an understanding that you didn't have before. It's also about communication. And I was getting that from the beginning because you guys chose the envelope. So I think there's information that's needing to come in here. And I think that if you are open to it, communication or offers from someone who's interested in you could help you to see what is still being held on to from the past. It's almost like through this new offer, this new communication, or this new prospect, you're able to sort of see into the mirror of the self. By contrast, almost, it's like looking at this new person, you can kind of see what you're holding on to from the past, whether it's a person or experiences that you went through that were painful. And so I see you accepting communication actually being a good thing, group number 1. It's gonna be a good thing. It's gonna help you to be able to let go and to move on. And it's gonna help you to understand what it is that you want right now and why you want that and why you deserve that. And what you don't want and how you can say no to things that you don't want. I see clear boundaries being really important here. And getting focused on what those boundaries are is, I think, what those past relationships are helping you to learn. Because If you've been through a bunch of crap, well, at least you have good examples of what you don't want. And now it's time to look for examples of what you do want and start letting those come in if and when you're ready. Yeah, there's been a lot of deception in the past, Seven of Swords. This is like cheating. I'm getting cheating specifically. Okay, so being cheated on, being backstabbed like that, being lied to, outright lied to. This could be why there's hesitancy to open up and receive communication, because maybe the communication was false in the past. Like you couldn't trust what this person was saying. Maybe they were saying, I'm so interested in you, but then they're dating someone else, or they're sleeping around, or they're doing something sketchy. And it's like, okay, well, so your words and your actions just didn't line up at all. All right. Like, fuck my life, I guess. Like, it's shitty. It's really shitty, group number one. And if you're resonating with this, I can see why there's hesitancy. I can fully understand and empathize with you. And I want to tell you this message that you deserve love. You deserve good quality love. Like, not just any, run-of-the-mill back alley love. Like, you deserve real, true, salt of the earth love. Like, you deserve. They're showing me spaghetti in Italy. This is so random, okay? But Spirit will show me different things, and it's up to me to interpret it, or up to us to interpret it. But they're showing me spaghetti bolognese in Italy. And they're like, you deserve the finest pasta and not some like boxed crap. Group number one, you deserve the best, like creme de la creme. And maybe that's why you've got higher standards now. But don't let your standards be blocks. Don't let your standards be barriers to love. And I think maybe that has been kind of what's going on here a little bit. So feel free to say no to incoming messages that don't resonate with you, or people that you don't vibe with. So feel free to say no to that boxed macaroni. Hold out for the olive oil drizzled, homemade by a nonna in Italy. Oh yeah, with like fresh salt from the ocean, and oh my God, my stomach's like grumbling right now. What is up with this food? Maybe that's one of your love languages, food. Or maybe that's a love language of someone who's trying to offer you something. Pentacles can be about the physical world. Food can be one of those things. Food and drink. People want to take you out on dates to dinner. I want to tell you, like, hold out for the good one. Hold out for the best. Don't settle for less. But also be open to love. Because I think it's the energy that is kind of being, creating some kind of conflict here. It's pushing away. Ooh, High Priestess. I just heard trust your intuition. Yeah. Very intuitive, group number one. And you have the Temperance card on the bottom. So I feel like you're meant to be balancing this out so that you can make a decision. And this time around, you're going to trust your intuition to make that decision. Because I think maybe in the past you accepted all approaches, or all people who would come up to you and be like offering you something, But I think this time around, you're not going to do that. You're not going to take anyone at face value. You're going to trust your instinct. You're going to trust your intuition. But first, you got to pay attention to it. And the intuition is through the feeling body. So if we're repressing our feelings and we're lying to ourselves and saying, I don't want love, you're also going to be squashing some of your intuitive knowing. So that's another thing here, is taking the time to do that healing work so that your intuition is crystal clear and you can spot the quality spaghetti from the crappy spaghetti. I don't know why they're using spaghetti as an example for love, but hey, maybe that's a synchronicity for you, or maybe you'll see spaghetti around the time that you meet this person. You never know with Spirit. They will use literally anything and everything to get a message across. Oh yeah, time to go. Group number one, you got some stuff from the past year that it's time to go. It's time to move on from that. You're ready now. You're ready to close those doors. That's what they're showing me. Oh, this card wants to come out. Oh, why? I have had this deck for years and I've used it in so many readings. I've never seen this card. Why? I think this would be a good question to ask yourself, group number one. Maybe the messenger, maybe the letter isn't from or to someone else. Maybe this is you asking yourself these good quality questions of Why? Why am I hesitant to accept love? Or why did I choose the people that I did? Or why did I attract those type of people or these type of people that are, drama filled and lack boundaries or something? And then ask yourself why maybe there's still some attachment to things from the past, or why you're still waiting around on something that's not coming through for you. Or, I really see a lot of clarity coming here if you can just tune in, maybe meditate on it, ask your higher self, ask your guides, and then listen, receive, feel. You're going to get something very clear, and it's going to lead to a new beginning. You got the 2 aces, right? So it's going to lead to a new opportunity for you to move forward. New investments, I just heard as well, investments of your time and energy, and people wanting to invest in you once you get clear on the whys of this situation. And when I said wise, I saw the word wise, W-I-S-E, in my head. So ask yourself the whys, because that's the wise thing to do. Yes. Round and round karmic relationships have been an issue here, group number 1. I see it. I feel it. I says it. Karmic relationships have been an issue, and so there's of course going to be resistance or hesitancy around continuing that pattern. But here's the thing, once you can spot the pattern, you can stop the pattern, and especially when you're asking yourself these very important questions, you can move on and close those old chapters. You can heal that karma, you can balance it out, you can move on from it. There's some psychic level stuff to this, is what they're telling me. So maybe doing some past life healing work, or like hypnosis or regression, or getting like a past life reading or something like that, or just asking yourself these questions could bring this up from within, because I feel like you're very intuitive. So if you ask the right questions, you're going to get the right answers, right? Seek and you shall find. Seek and you shall find. Knowing why you're seeking is like half the battle. Not for you. Okay, there is definitely something in your past that is not for you, that it's time to let go of, group number 1. I was getting that. I mentioned it, and I think it's really holding you back from receiving this really good quality love that's available for you, either now or in the future. It's really important that you end this old cycle. It's time to move on. Ask yourself why there's still attachment there, if there is, or why there hasn't been closure, or why you've been resistant. Close out the cycle, and you're going to open up, you're going to close those old doors, and you're going to open up some windows and let the light in, and you're going to feel refreshed and rejuvenated. And I feel like you are going to have a greater sense of self. Like, you're going to know yourself better, and you're going to be able to attract love in the timing and in the way that is perfect for you. But I feel like right now you just need to rest. You got time for a nap. So especially since that 10 of Swords is here, I mean, yeah, that's pretty intense, right? You need a nap after the 10 of Swords hits ya. It's like you got 10 swords in your back. You got to rest. So time to just relax. I think sleep is important here as well. You might get some information coming in from your dreams. You might have messages, information that come through from the subconscious mind, straight from the horse's mouth. If there's some kind of resistance, if you're dreaming about someone from the past or these old relationship patterns, that's your subconscious mind trying to reconcile some stuff, right? Like, that's you trying to heal and find closure. So ask yourself those questions before bed, and then let your subconscious mind show you what's there. You don't even need to get a reading on it or do hypnosis or therapy. You can straight up ask the right question. You will get the answer. Spirit will deliver it to you in your dreams, through synchronicities, through readings that you're drawn to, through your intuitive knowings. They'll mirror it back to you through people who are attracted to you, and all sorts of other ways. Like I said, when Spirit wants to get a message across, they will get the message across, so long as you are listening. That's the only caveat. You have to be open to it. You have to be listening and observing. So that's really the highest thing that I can recommend here, is that you stay open-minded to understanding why you're at where you're at, and being able to understand yourself deeper is going to give you clarity on what you want going forward. Okay, we're going to get some zodiac signs here with the zodiac dice. So these could be significant zodiac signs for you or of someone else. All right, we have Aquarius. Yep, there we go. Aquarius. And Mercury. Interesting. So these are very communicative signs. Air signs, both of them are air signs. Aquarius is innovative and thinks outside the box. So I really do feel like keeping an open mind is super important here. And then Mercury is communication. So be open to communication in many different forms, because you're going to get some kind of an insight, group one, that's going to help you to resolve some of these things from the past and understand yourself deeper, and then be able to open up to love that is for you, and understand and be able to discern what is clearly not for you and why. So you're going to get so much clarity. Be open to different forms of the universe communicating to you, okay? Use and trust your intuition. That's the biggest message I can see here, is like trust your intuition, because you're going to get some kind of an aha moment. Yeah, the Aquarius energy is like the innovator. It's the inventor. So you're going to get some kind of like a, oh my God moment where you see it so clearly, and it's like, how did I not see that before? How did I not put that together? But all of a sudden it just clicks. It clicks, and you're able to free yourself from these patterns of drama, these cycles of karma. They're not going to haunt you anymore, and you're going to be free to be with yourself and feel fully fulfilled, and also to attract a love or relationship that truly honors and respects you and is good quality. Really high quality, the best quality, like the best of the best. The best of the best of the best, sir. It's a Men in Black reference. Okay, so that is what I see for you, group number one. I hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that it encouraged you to ask these deeper questions and, dive a little deeper into the whys behind your singleness, because there's nothing wrong with being single, but I see that there's some stuff to kind of work out behind the scenes here. You got a lot of opportunities for love, and I'm sending you so much love to help you to open up to yourself and understand these things. I love you guys. I hope the reading helped. We will see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number two. Welcome to your singles reading. So you guys chose the heart with the band-aids on it. I did notice that one of the band-aids is upside down, and I kind of giggled at that. It's just funny, but I feel like there may be some old wounds from the past. Your group was referenced in group number one, even though we hadn't done this reading yet. And a lot of their reading was talking about like needing closure on certain things from the past and needing to integrate different aspects of the self to heal and stuff like that. So I feel like that may be some of the message that we get here today, but I'm feeling that that Spirit's really going to expand on that and elaborate even more. Okay, you have the Page of Pentacles. That did come up in group one, so I can see how these readings are already starting to connect and expand on each other. You have the Empress card. Okay, I'm getting mother energy here. And Six of Cups. Yeah, so memories of the past. I'm feeling like childhood is being referenced here. Maybe the relationship with your mother. Or maybe you are a mother and you have children. This could be, yeah, it could be hard to date or find someone who's worthy of being a mate when you already have children. And it's like, you don't want to expose them to the wrong people or have a string of people coming and going. Or whether you're a masculine, it could be like if you're a father and you have children, same thing, right? Goes both ways. So, look at all this childlike energy, pages and the Six of Cups and the Empress. This is all like mother and children. Maybe there's multiple children. Interesting. King of Swords. So this is a potential, I think, a potential that is interested in you. I'm seeing somebody observing you, watching you, interested in you, like not watching you in a creepy way, but like they're interested in you. Wheel of Fortune, cycles of time, fate, destiny, karma. Time cycles are important here. I feel like there's some stuff coming up from childhood, whether or not you have children. I think that there's some unresolved things from childhood that are needing to be brought to your conscious mind and awareness so that you can see somebody for who they are, is what Spirit just said. So maybe you haven't been seeing things clearly, group two. This may have led to, I just heard dissociative patterns. Oh, okay, that's not at all what I was expecting, but that's what I just heard from Spirit. Dissociative patterns. What does that mean? Oh, like if you, let's say, for example, this doesn't have to apply to you directly, but let's say, for example, hypothetically, you went through some kind of trauma in childhood and those memories got repressed. Those aspects of the self go into like dormancy almost. And there can be this, even at like a fundamental nervous system level, a tendency toward dissociation. And basically what dissociation is, it's like a coping mechanism. It's a survival mechanism to remove yourself, remove your consciousness from the experience of trauma, whether it was physical or emotional or whatever it was, psychological. It's like we kind of like step back from the experience of it. We almost kind of go out of body, or we tune out, so that we're not fully experiencing the pain of whatever that was. So there may have been something from childhood that was really challenging for you. Could be from a past life as well. I did just get that coming up. So this could have happened like multiple different lifetimes. As a child, you had these wounds inflicted by a mother that distorted the way you saw potential. And they keep giving me the word mates, and I used that word before. So something about like mates and mating, like mating for life. And when I think of mates, I think of animals. And when I think of animals, I think of instinct. So it's like it blocked your instincts because your nervous system was dysregulated. And this has been like a cycle that has kind of been going on for a while, is what I'm getting. So I feel an opportunity for healing coming about right now, group number 2. This is going to help you to discern and see clearly people for who they are, because you'll be able to trust your instincts. Your body will be more online and capable of relaying the appropriate signals to you about whether someone is safe or not safe. Whether someone is telling the truth or not telling the truth, whether someone is has good intentions, a good heart, good morals, good standards or not. Like, you're going to be very clear and able to assess the situation very objectively. That's what I'm feeling. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting this to be this so deep. 6 of Swords. This is like, yeah, again, mental clarity. I'm seeing like healing of the mind being so important here. Moving on from the past, that was heavily referenced in group 1. And that's what's going to help you to feel more stable, more secure, more abundant. It's if there was no issues with the mother, this could be encouraging you to reconnect to your own divine nurturing mother energy within. Even if there was issues with the mothers or mothers from past lives, it's like being able to reconnect to your own security, your physical body being such an emphasis here. It's like really anchoring into the physical body, getting the physical body to feel safe and the mind to feel safe, so that they're both connected. Heart, mind, coherence, I just heard. Yes, heart, mind, coherence. This is what's going to help you to overcome any patterns of the past that were distorting or diluting your ability to see the truth. You're closing out old cycles, and you're going to have good fortune as a result of that. They just screamed that at me in my mind, clairvoyantly from spirit. So they were like, good fortune, I guess clairaudiently technically, but I see and hear at the same time. So justice, yeah, this is balancing out the karmic scales big time here, and you're going to get some kind of a reward is what I'm getting. You're going to get some kind of a reward for your troubles, is what they just said. You're going to get a reward for your troubles. It's not really like a reward. It's more like compensation for your suffering, like retribution almost. Maybe that's not the right word. What's the right word? It's like retroactive compensation. Interesting. I actually feel this card. The Star, healing. Yes. You have an oasis of healing before you, group number 2. An oasis of healing before you. And that's coming straight from source. That's what they're saying. So you're going to heal your emotional wounds from the past. And it's going to enable you to move forward in life feeling more secure, more sure of yourself, more stable. And I see a whole new foundation opening up for you. And I keep getting pulled back to this King of Swords energy, whether it's masculine or feminine energy. It just feels like this person is very interested in you. And I think that they are a good potential. This person who's interested in you has good intentions. They have integrity, and they're very straightforward. And I just heard the word forthwith. Forthwith? I think that means like right away, or yeah. So I think they have intention to come toward you right away, and I think they're going to help you to heal. I'm getting this message. It's like they are going to help you to see the truth somehow. Whoa, King of Cups. Yeah. This is a very mature person. Very mature person who has done the work to understand their emotional baggage and has worked really hard to keep a clear mind. They've got a good head on their shoulders, I just heard. Good head on their shoulders. I just keep getting integrity, the word integrity. So this person has a lot of integrity. And I feel like this is a really good opportunity for you. But you may be kind of surveying whether it's the right time. That's kind of what it feels like. Is it the right time? Or, can I bring somebody new into my life? Am I ready? Have I dealt with this karma? If I have kids, what about my kids? Things like, I'm seeing all of these sort of questions coming to mind. And I feel like I want to tell you, group number 2, that you can trust this person, but more importantly, you can trust yourself. I feel like you actually have probably done a fair amount of healing, group number 2. I don't think that you're like at the beginning stages of this healing journey. I feel like you are more than 50% of the way there. Much more. You have done a lot of self-nurturing, probably doing some reparenting work. You've probably delved into emotions and memories from the past. You've probably done a lot of like self-introspective work and put in the effort to actually change and to close out these cycles, to understand this karma. So I think you are ready, but there's probably still some fear here. And I think that's why there's hesitation or there's doubt. But Spirit is saying, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You got this. And this person or people, these could be 2 different people. I'm getting like this one person may have qualities of both, mental acuity and also emotional maturity. That could definitely be the case. But if this is more than one person, I think you're going to have options. And it's going to be about you trusting yourself. Ace of Swords, that came up in group 1. So trusting your intuition to overcome any of the doubt and fear in the mind. Trust yourself to have good boundaries. I feel like if you're stressing about something, if you're worried, if you're unsure, if there's stuff that's coming up from the past that still needs to be reconciled, I see you getting so much clarity around this group 2. And it's really going to help you to recover, is the word I just heard, recover. Yeah, that is what the star card talks about here. You're going to recover. This could even be recovery of memories from the past, right? Like sort of like a double entendre. You're going to recover as you recover these memories from the past or things that need to be healed. Okay, let's get some oracle cards here. Whoa. Milk and honey. That's so beautiful. Group number 2. This is the healing. I see a lot of really good things for you here. Like you've got the 9 of Pentacles, the Empress. You've got a lot of positive cards. Really the only one that's a quote-unquote negative card is the 9 of Swords. And I've even felt intuitively like I should cover it up with the Ace of Swords. Not to like negate that it's there or to repress it, but just to like to show symbolically that you've overcome this in some way. That you've gone from the stress of the 9 of Swords and the mental anxiety, doubt, and fear to the clarity of mind that allows you to discern the truth in any situation because you've moved on from those mental distortions. And I think you've done this through a lot of reprogramming, a lot of healing, and a lot of self-awareness. So kudos to you for that, group number 2. Now you have milk and honey, so I think this is the reward they were talking about. It's sweetness and truth. They just keep screaming the word truth at me in my mind. So this person is true to their word. This person can be trusted. And there's going to be a removing of obstacles to help you get to your happily ever after is what I'm seeing. The rainbow reminds me of the Ten of Cups in the tarot, which is like about happily ever after, happy family, you know, everything being really harmonious. And then the elephant reminds me of removing obstacles and getting over these old barriers of the past. So you're able to really move forward and enjoy the luxury and the sweetness that this new potential romance has in store. And I feel like this person, like if you are, let's say, for example, again, hypothetically, a single mother, I feel like this person has very good father vibes. Like they are very mature and they would be able to step into that role quite well. Obviously vet them, but like I think this person I'm connecting to energetically, they're like a moral and upstanding citizen is what Spirit just said. A moral and upstanding citizen. Okay. So you're really going to like this, group number 2. You're really going to like this. You're really going to enjoy the sweetness of this connection or connections, depending on whether it's 1 or 2 people. You have TikTok, and I was getting cycles of time being important. Cycles from the past, cycles from past lives. The Wheel of Fortune talks about time, and you have TikTok. So maybe there's no, I don't think there's a time limit on this necessarily, but I think there is a frame or like a window of opportunity here that's coming up for you. And it's important that if you want to receive this reward, that you're open to it. I think that's really the only sort of stipulation here or prerequisite is that you just remain open to receiving some kind of an offer, some kind of an innocent approach, or this opportunity for new love. Thinker. I see you thinking a lot, group number 2. And we have yang energy on the bottom. This is divine masculine. And that's what I'm getting from these kings here. Divine masculine energy in its highest alignment. Yang can also talk about taking action. And you've got the divine feminine here with the Empress. So I think it's time to take action toward, oh my God, I didn't even mean to like pull that aside, but sometimes my body will just do stuff when I'm channeling because my body expresses through, or my intuition expresses through my body. Soulmates. Loyal heart. No way. This is a soulmate. They have a loyal heart. It's divine. They want you to take action on it, group 1. Sorry, group 2. It's okay if you want to think about it, but I'm also getting that this person is a thinker because I was getting that from the King of Swords. So this person is very contemplative. This person is not a shallow thinker. They're very deep, very mature, very open-minded. Broad-minded is actually the word they just gave me. Broad-minded. So like I said, I think that this person is a good candidate for a potential partner if you're interested in that kind of thing and you're looking, right? So I would say keep your options open or keep your heart open to this potential because it's there and it's going to be very sweet. Could be another message I'm just getting that's kind of related to group 1 is it could be time to move on from things from the past as well. So if you find yourself still kind of stuck in those old cycles, now's the time to move on because there is this potential here, okay? All right, so let's get some Astro dice. So we're just going to see what significant energetic themes in the astrology are here, whether it's like theirs or yours or whatever. Okay, ooh, yes, South Node. That's the past. So that's what I mean. It's time to move on from the past. And they did prompt me to say that. I went to grab the dice and they said, hold on a second. And then I shared that message of like moving on from the past and getting closure. And then we have the South Node. So it's really just confirmation of what Spirit just guided me to do. So this is all very aligned, okay? Like this is all divinely ordered. There is a purpose to everything that happens. And sometimes we don't understand it or we don't want the process to look like what it looks like. But what they're showing me, group 2, is that you're healing and resolving some karma from the past, and there's going to be sweet compensation or rewards that come from that. And you have Libra, the sign of relationships and harmony and balance, and it fell, I just noticed it fell on the Justice card, which is Libra. It is ruled by Libra. So you have Libra on Libra, and this is air energy, which is to do with the mind, and the King of Swords can be Libra. So this can be a person who is a Libra, could be Aquarius or Gemini too, but definitely relationship potential here, and it's going to create a lot more balance for you from the past. You're closing out cycles and being able to finally move on because you can understand them, what they were trying to teach you, and then you can benefit from the reward moving forward. This may be, no, I was going to say this may be somebody from a past life, but if they are, they were a very good friend. Okay, yes, so that is a message. This could be somebody from a past life who was a very good friend to you, and now it could have the potential to blossom into more because they've proven that you can trust them, even when you were going through possibly some challenging things in previous lifetimes. They keep bringing me back to the mother, so there may have been issues with the mother in your previous lifetime. All right, group number 2. So I think that is everything. That is the message. Spirit really wants you to focus on grounding yourself, feeling safe in your body, opening up to new love by resolving some of these things from the past, and keeping open to somebody who's a very deep thinker, a very deep feeler, that's probably going to contribute to your healing. I feel that very much. Like they're going to help balance things out in your life and resolve some unfinished business from the past so that you can finally move on and have a clear head going forward, and a sense of abundance and enjoyment as well. So lots of blessings, lots and lots of blessings coming for you, group 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading and that it benefited you in some way or helped you. My highest wish is that you open your heart to divine love and that you are safe in doing so. I love you. Thank you for being here on the channel, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right, hi group number 3, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the bouquet of roses, so I feel that there's something very intense and sensual and passionate that is on the table for you or being presented to you. That's just the vibe I'm getting right off the bat intuitively. So let's get some information for you in regard to what this is. Okay, we have the 6 of Swords. I feel like you have a new direction. I just heard new direction, and the 6 of Swords is literally about a new direction, so makes sense. Towards some kind of an engagement is what I just heard. Could be a literal engagement, or this could be more of like a new opportunity for romance. Stable home, I just heard. Stable home, stable foundation. Maybe you're even literally moving. That's just a random message that I just felt, like a new direction to a new home, possibly moving in with somebody. King of Wands. Okay, so I'm not surprised that the King of Wands is coming out because I was feeling so much passion just from your initial image and the energy that I'm getting from the reading. So yeah, that's exactly what the King of Wands is. He's like the most passionate of the court cards. So this could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, because that's the fire signs that rule the King of Wands. But this could just be somebody who's very passionate. They're very romantic. I did hear hopeless romantic. Yeah, so this person could be a hopeless romantic, or somebody who really enjoys the more theatrical aspects of romance, like showing up with a dozen roses and box of chocolates and, you know, taking you out on a super fancy dinner date or something like that, or showing up to your house in a horse and carriage. Like this is the vibe I get from this person. They really go above and beyond. They are kind of extra about it, which is why I think maybe they have Leo vibes, because Leo does tend to be a little bit extra, but in a good way, you know. I think we all love a little theatrical romance sometimes, don't we? Or maybe it's just me. But yeah, this person definitely passionate. Justice card. I see this new direction coming after a closing of a cycle, and I did hear court case. So for some of you in this reading, I am getting a message of a potential, possibly a divorce or a court case that closes, and then you're able to move on to a different location or freedom, or maybe you're just closing on a house. Like this can represent documents. There's something about the legal system here. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody signing a lease for a house or buying a house. I don't know. I don't think this type of person would they go that hard? Like, I bought you a house. What? No, that can't be it. that's like too extra, you know? Whoa, Two of Cups. But this person, they are in love with you, group number 3. Like head over heels in love with you. And I do feel some lust there as well. Okay, so like this person, very passionate about you, but they are like all in. I don't know if you know this person. Like I wanted to ask, like, who is this person? Could be somebody who you know through work. Could be a colleague. And when I said, no, did this person buy you a house? What they were showing me in my mind was actually Jim from The Office when he buys the house from his parents and then surprises Pam. So it feels, and Jim does do a lot of big gestures like that, you know? So I feel like this is that type of person, and they're very, very hung up on you. You could know them through work, or they could have seen your work, and then that was what drew them to you. 10 of Swords. I think this is what you're moving on from, this exhaustion. I'm getting exhaustion. Moving on from exhaustion, group number 3. Were you exhausted? No way! Counterparts, look at that. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. This is, whoa. This is a balanced pairing, because they showed me the scales and then they showed me the 2 here. So very balanced counterpart situation. Divine counterparts. Could be twin flames, because I saw, the 1111, the 4 of Wands can be the twin flame card. No wonder there's so much passion here. Romance. And possibly connection through work, right? Because twin flames are meant to do some kind of a spiritual service together, and that can often lead to literally combining a work effort or creating businesses or things like that. Okay, Page of Cups. I see them offering you something. I see this person offering you something. They may be proposing, or I just heard offering you a trip. What? Maybe you're super tired and you're burnt out, and this person is like, let me take you on a vacation. Like I said, I feel like this person is not opposed to grand gestures. Like their love language is very above and beyond. Wouldn't that be nice? Wow. Beautiful. I can't believe it. 5 of Swords. Yeah, I heard injustices of the past. Eight of Swords. Group number 3, are you... I just keep feeling like maybe there's something that you felt like you were locked into that you couldn't escape. Is it a job that you're feeling drained by and exhausted by? Are you in some kind of a contract that you feel like you can't escape from? Are you in a relationship that you are bonded to or contracted to? There's something here that I feel like you're trapped in. And for whatever reason, this person who's so passionate and in love with you or interested in you, it's like they want to come in and save the day. They want to be like your knight in shining armor. And that's like the highest way that they can think to show you that they love you, is to like come in and save you from this situation. Just scoop you up and carry you over the threshold into this new home they just showed me. What? Who is this? They are magic. This person, magic. They are a manifester. They are a magician. They probably have a lot of money. Or they're just very good with business. I do feel like they're very generous. And yeah, it's like they see you and they admire you or your work or something. They admire something about you, and then they fall head over heels in love with you, and they want to offer you something. They want to offer you the world, is what I just heard. They want to offer you the world, but they can't offer you the world, so they end up offering you a trip or a house or just these like big romantic gestures. They're trying to just figure out what they can do. 8 of Cups. Can I get clarifier on that? They said those two. Okay. Four of Pentacles. I was gonna say it feels like you still need to move on from something. Yeah, because something being held on to here. Oh, Queen of Cups. Something emotional that you're still holding on to, group number 3, that needs to be released. What? I don't think you've met this person yet, group number 3, because this is a single as fuck reading, so I really don't think you've met this person yet. But like, seriously, you are not going to be able to... You're not going to be able to like unsee this person once you see them. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's going to change your life. I gotta say that because that's what I'm getting. I feel like this is going to change your life. To the sea. I was getting that they might want to take you on some kind of a cruise or a vacation. I was getting that because you feel like you're burnt out or you're exhausted or you've been doing a lot, and this person sees that and they appreciate you and they love you and they want to give you the world. So they're like, let me take you on a cruise. Let me take you on this vacation overseas. Let me buy you a house. Like, or maybe not like buy you a house, but there's something, they just want to take care of you somehow. I think that's so sweet. This person is so sweet. They really do have a big heart. They're very generous. They're very fair, and they like redistributing the wealth. So I do feel like this person has like built themselves an empire, and then they want to share that. Oh, orphaned. They said this person came from nothing, and they built themselves into who they are, and that's why they just want to give to people, because they know the pain of not having enough. Oh my God, I almost want to cry. I'm getting like this feeling going through me of like deep grief and pain of being separated. And this may have actually been the feeling. This may be the feeling of you being separated from this person too. If you're twin flames, it's like your soul had this pain around being orphaned, around being separated from itself. And I think that's why when, or if you come back together in this way, it's going to be so powerful, because it's literally like the reunion of these parts of yourself. Whoa. Twin flame stuff has been coming up in a lot of the love readings, and even some of the general readings I've been doing, or other topic readings. So I feel like this is a big time in the collective around twin flame unions. I should probably just do an entire twin flame reading, because this has been such an insistent message coming up from spirit. And it's insistent when it starts coming up in readings that aren't even love readings. So yeah. Yes, it's a change in the wind. It is a change in the wind. This is fated, is what they just said. It's fated. And it is a collective thing. Because I was just talking about that, and we have the change in the wind card. Something is shifting in the collective, and it's bringing the twins back together. All of them. All of them, literally. Because I was going to say, like, many of them, and they said, no, all of them. All of them are having the potential now to come back together. Never-ending story. The orphan imprints are being healed, they said. And that never-ending story is being reconciled, so that there's karmic justice and karmic balance that's taking place now. Whoa, serendipity. Like, this is going to happen so magically. If you remember this video, group number 3, and you come together with this counterpart, can you come back and leave it in the comments and let me know your story? Because I'm very emotionally invested. Like, I'm connected to this energy. Every time I do a reading, I'm connecting to the energy. I feel it through my body. I don't just read the cards. I feel it. So I'm very emotionally invested in this story, and I want to see how this turns out for you. So if you remember, let me know. But yeah, this feels so powerful. So healing. I feel like the past is no more. There's a change in the wind, and these old templates of wounding are being resolved. They're being healed. They're being balanced out. The karma is done. It's cleared, and the magic and the luck are going to be a result of that. So all of the pain of the past is going to be reconciled and moved on from. And there may still be some stuff to do, right? Like there may still be some things that you need to work together with this person on. But I think that if you come together with them in this way, it's going to give you the opportunity to do that. You're going to be able to face a lot of these cycles of karma that were repeating in other ways, and you're going to be able to do it a lot more sort of head on, you know, instead of chasing around that karma and trying to work through it with all of these other karmic patterns or karmic partners. You're actually going to be able to face it head on and deal with it on the spot and resolve it really quickly. They're showing me that it's going to be way more efficient because this is your counterpart. So you don't have to go through all of these hoops and jump through all of these things that it's like it took so much time to do. And they're like, no, that's over now. That old pattern is not necessary. What you're going to be doing now is healing through this direct mirror. And I've used this example before in different readings, like we're all mirrors for each other, whether we're twin flames or not, like we're all mirrors for each other because technically we're all one. But when we're dealing with people who are not our direct counterpart, what happens is that we end up seeing them as like funhouse mirrors, and we're like walking through this hall of funhouse mirrors, and there's like glass mirror, like it's just like it's very distorted, and it's hard to tell what's what. It's hard to tell what's you. It's hard to tell what's the other person. There's a lot of projection that goes on from both sides, and it gets confusing. And I think that's why this never-ending story kept kind of going and going and going, especially if there was an ingrained orphan template or wound. And now that's healing. And what I'm seeing is like, instead of going through this hall of mirrors, you get out and you're in the sunshine, and now you have this counterpart in front of you, and it's a direct mirror, and it's crystal clear. So it's way easier to reconcile karma. It's way easier to heal and deal with stuff really efficiently on the spot, very fast, because you see it, you spot it, you deal with it, you move on. It's way easier. And then it just leaves room for all of this blossoming and blooming to allow you and this partner to really embrace the love aspect of this, or even the mission aspect of this in terms of what you're meant to do for the collective in your service here, because that's what twin flames are about. It's service to the collective ascension. So it's light worker duties, you know. I see a lot of passion on both sides here. So if this person is a successful entrepreneur, you're probably a successful entrepreneur as well, or you're working to be that. Or this person is very career oriented and ambitious, and you're probably very career oriented and ambitious. You know, it's like this person is your mirror. So whatever you embody, they embody as well, but maybe to a larger degree, depending on kind of where they're at in their life. And I think that this is really going to be such a beautiful thing for you, group number 3. I am so excited for you. I am so excited for you, group number 3, because I just feel palpably how powerful this connection is going to be. And it is going to free you from a lot of shit from your past that has been hanging around. It's like you were carrying all these heavy bags with you, and they're just going to you're just immediately going to drop it all when you are with this person. Maybe weed through a couple of, you know, those bags together or whatever you need to do. But for the most part, it's just going to be like this release, this instant release, and you're going to be freed to be able to move. I feel like there may be relocation. I was getting that from the very beginning. Maybe they live at a distance from you and you need to relocate to be with them. That could be the whole thing. Maybe they don't buy you a house. Maybe you just move in with them, or the other way around. But there's something to do with like a relocation, a new direction. Yeah, a new direction. Okay, let's get some Astro dice here just to get some significant signs or energies. Okay, we have Cancer. Okay, so the sign of Cancer could be significant. This could be you or them, or this could just be that nature, or I was going to say nurture, but it came out nature. Okay, so this could be part of their nature, is like they're just very nurturing, very emotional, very protective as well. I'm getting like they're very protective of what they value. They want to protect and heal you. I'm seeing emotional healing through nurturing as well, like no longer feeling like an orphan. They help to heal your inner child. That's what they're showing me. Yeah, so if you felt like lost and alone and abandoned, they're going to help you to heal that. And look at this. They drew my attention to the Cancer symbol itself is a 6 and a 9 is what it looks like here. And that's another twin flame indicator. It's the counterparts, yin and yang. Didn't we have the yang card? Was that when you're reading? I can't remember. Did I see that in this reading? I'll have to rewatch it. And then you also have Saturn. So this is definitely it's time. They just said it's time. Saturn does rule time. Saturn is the time lord. Saturn is also the ruler of karma. So it's time. Enough karma has been cleared is what Spirit just said. Enough karma has been cleared. This change in the wind is happening collectively to allow the twin flames to come back together and to reunite. It's going to happen so magically. It's time. Yeah, they keep showing me it's time, it's time, it's time. Whoa. Okay. It's time, group number 3. So get ready. If this is resonating with you, if you're still here in this reading, this is going to be big. I am beyond excited for you. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading and that it gave you, something to look forward to and to continue developing within yourself, right? Because again, the twin flame journey is about self-love, self-integration, balancing out the duality within yin and yang. So the more you do that, the more that this person is magnetized to you. It's just like law of attraction. So beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I want to say thank you for being here in the reading and allowing me to connect with your energy today, group number 3. I hope that you are blessed, and I'm sending you so much love, and magnificence is the word I just heard in my head. Magnificence. I'm sending you magnificence for your greatest and highest good and the greatest and highest good of this union. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye.